Hi, my name is Susan. In my presentation, I'll talk about the Great Depression, how class, race, market were integrated. For my primary source, I chose Stuart Terkel, an American journalist, The Great Depression Interviews. The Great Depression was a global phenomenon. The economic collapse was terrifying. By 1933, average family income had tumbled 40%. From 2,300 in 1929 to just 1,500 4 years later. The most striking among the stories is how class was not an issue because everyone seemed to be affected. And those who were rich were quite apologetic to the situation. As one of the women being interviewed by Studd expressed that the rich dared not to show off because they were scared of a revolution. The Great Depression transformed the American political and economic landscape. It produced a major political realignment, creating a coalition of big city ethnics, African Americans, and Southern Democrats committed to a varying degree. Images of Great Depression remain firmly etched in the American psyche. Bread lines, soup kitchens, tin can shanties, tar paper shanks known as Hoover veils, penniless men and women selling apples on the street were images that somebody cannot simply forget. I'm going to show you some pictures. Here, white and black coming together. These are children coming back, together. A man selling apples on the street during Depression. Men lining up for soup during Depression. White and black working side by side during Depression. Men having soup. As you can see from their faces, they're not happy. Unemployed men waiting to be given donuts on the line. A Hooverville, a shanty where people lived because they could not afford rent. Children in the Southern during the Great Depression. A mother looking desperate. She does not know where she's going to get her next meal during Depression. This is just to show you a few pictures. And what was also striking was Cameroon, an African nation, sent money in relief to feed many starving New Yorkers. This was also true of an African American family in the South, feeding white starving people. A true turn of events, which I can say brought people together, black or white. A shift from what we have encountered earlier in topics relating to class, race, and slavery. In another interview, a young teacher reprimanded her son for saying if the Negroes want jobs, they can get it, because she related the situation to depression, where young white males wanted jobs but couldn't get them, not because of being unwilling to work, but the situation prevented it. While class seemed to be settled during this time, it's hard not to mention how Mexicans were deliberately left out of programs that helped people during Depression. They were actually deported. By the early 1930s. Local government began to organize repatriation programs designed to remove Mexicans from their relief roles. The largest and most well-known of these efforts took place in Los Angeles. This part of Depression disputes Abraham Lincoln's belief in American exceptionalism, the idea that United States does not assign fixed class definition, as class was being used to repatriate Mexicans when they were in great need. Some pictures here showing Mexicans being deported or repatriated. Of Mexicans. This is a picture of Mexican when they were working and were happy. So in my conclusion, I would like to ask a few questions. Is building a wall a start of another repatriation? Is too big to fail going to lead to another depression? Though I believe our times are different from then, it's important to pay attention to the political situation in this country. The marketplace, in this case, a Wall Street, was built out by hard working class families. When do we say enough is enough? Thank you.